Hello everybody, this is a sort of short notice video just because I got caught up watching Star Trek Picard and I wanted to talk about the latest hero ship. What are we on, like third hero ship in as many seasons? The Titan A. I kind of like the design. It has good vibes. And I just kind of thought I would talk about some issues with the ship, or not issues, but kind of what's going on with it and my theories, and not really a reaction type thing, but talk about it after the fact. So, yes, we're talking about the Titan A, or as Riker refers to her, a Neo-Constitution class? So, what does that mean? Why is it the Titan A when we've seen the Titan? What exactly is it? Of course, the first thing that I thought when I heard Titan A was that the ship was a new version of the Titan. That Titan was destroyed at some point, probably under Riker's command, and this was the new version. Doesn't seem like that, but that could be it. That is probably what the writers were going for. It's the simplest explanation, that the original Titan Luna class was destroyed at some point heroically, and they built another Titan, and they gave her the new ship, the A designator, and that's the ship that we see. That makes the most sense, but it's also the most boring explanation, and it also brings up, why does it look like a Constitution class from 100 years ago, 200, over 100 years ago? And this, of course, brings you to a popular-ish fan theory. I've seen some videos about it, that basically the Titan that we see in the show is a Constitution to the refit Constitution from the movies, that was decommissioned at some point, placed in mothballs, sat around and did very little, was passed by history, and that basically in the aftermath of the destruction of Mars and Utopia Planitia, that Starfleet began refitting any old ship they had because their shipbuilding capacity was so much more limited versus what it had been. So suddenly these century-old hulls that you're keeping around for some reason are very useful. And that basically what Starfleet did is they took this original Titan that actually predated Riker's Titan and refit the ship to a new standard, popped on new things, because of course we all know that the most advanced and difficult to make thing on a ship, space or waterborne, is the hull, and not the engines and sensors and weapons and crew quarters and life support and gravity and all that stuff. So, this diminished Starfleet built this ship just as a quick and dirty deal, and you see it later on. I like this idea. In theory, it explains why the ship has that retro saucer design, sort of. But there's a slight problem, which makes me think it's probably a newly built class, which then brings you back to the original question of, why does it look like that? So, yeah, the reason why I don't think that Titan A is a refit Constitution is that she is much, much bigger than a refit Constitution. A refit Connie is somewhere in the plus 300 meter mark. I don't have exact figures, of course, because the ship just came out, and this is kind of a thrown-together last-minute video, so research is severely lacking. But I do know this ship probably pushes 400, 450 meters. So it's kind of a big boy. Excelsior class size, I would imagine. Which, that works. That goes back to the original theory that this is the second Titan that was built after Riker's Titan. That, as I said at the start, makes the most sense. This, of course, opens us up to, why does it look like a 100-year-old design? I don't know. It seems like Starfleet is kind of going on a retro bent, like maybe they're trying to bring back some of that flair from 100 years ago, from days gone past, rekindle the golden age, a bit like, I don't know, the modern Royal Navy rolling out a bunch of ships of the line like Victory to conjure up nostalgia. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but at the end of the day, it's a cool design. Looks really, really nice from just about any angle. Delivers that retro charm, the Wyatt show that is ostensibly a send away to the Next Generation era is aping the movie era. I don't know. But regardless, it looks really, really nice. I really like Season 3 of Picard so far. I don't mind the ship. I just don't know if there's an in-universe explanation for why it looks like that. That's it for this video. I mean, not much else. If you enjoy these kind of random rants, check out my Patreon. You can see these disasters and dumpster fires and train wrecks a day early. You can also get notified of upcoming video delays or what videos are coming next. You can get votes on that kind of thing. Should you choose, you don't have to. That was a terrible snap. I suck at this. There we go. And a bit of a burp. Anyway, before this goes even farther into the depths of lunacy, have a nice day/night/day.